welcome to lesson 30. This is interpreting pictures of fractions and percents. So this is a very important lesson, and this is when we're going to get into a lot of the meaty stuff as far as dealing with fractions and percents and how they're the same and how we determine either of them. The first thing that we're going to look at is I have a rectangle here. It's split up into 6. I know it's a little difficult to read, but it's split up into 6 equal parts, and I have one box shaded. So how would you write that as a fraction of the portion that is shaded? You would write that 1/6 is shaded. That's how you would write it. And then how many would not be shaded? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 parts altogether. So 5, 6 would not be shaded. So we're going to be looking at those, and I know that they are very basic and very easy right now, which is what we want to start out with before we jump into percentages of what is shaded and what is not. So example 1, this question asks, what portion of these circles are shaded? Go ahead and write this down in your spiral, and I want you to draw these also. That way you know what you're answering in example 1. Draw the 5 circles and answer as a fraction what fraction of these circles is shaded. If you wrote down in your journals that 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles are shaded, so that would be 3/5. Your answer would be correct. Now example 2 asks what fraction of the circle is not shaded. So keyword not shaded. Go ahead and draw this circle in your spiral and write the fraction that is not shaded. That would be 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts altogether. So 3/4 are not shaded. Now, a key word which I know we learned over in investigation 2, or we reviewed over, is what percent means. Percent means out of 100 altogether. So a whole is 100%. If I were to have a whole pizza, I would have 100% of my pizza. And this is how we write. We have 100, and our percent sign is we draw a slash, and then we have 2 dots, one on either side. That's our percent sign, which a lot of you have seen before as far as maybe in grocery stores or at the mall or any department store that has a sale going on. You'll see the percentage sign of how much of it is off, how much of it is taken off. So half of a whole, if a whole is 100%, half of that would be 50%. So for example 3, what I want you to answer is what percent of this square is shaded? What percent of this square is shaded? Go ahead and write your answer down. Now what we want to look at is that this square is split into 2 equal parts. That's a key thing. They have to be equal in order for us to correctly determine that now. I have 2 equal parts that it's split into. It's almost like triangles, and half of it is shaded. So that means your answer is actually right above you. Pretty easy. 50% is shaded. 50% of the square is shaded. Now, thinking about this statement here, a whole is 100%. Think about that for example 4, because this is going to be relating to money as far as cents. 3/4 plus a dime is what percent of a dollar. Now if I know that percent is a whole is 100%, think of it as how many cents equals a dollar. What is a whole of a dollar in the amount of cents? I have 100 cents. So these actually correlate pretty close. They are almost going to be, they pretty much are going to be your exact same answer as far as 3/4 we know is 75 cents plus a dime. If I have 75 cents plus 10 more cents is 85 cents. What percent of a dollar is that? It is indeed 85%. because a whole is 100% and I have 85 cents out of 100 altogether. So percent and cents out of a dollar go hand in hand. They are very simple and very easy. They shouldn't get too confusing. So now we have our practice set right here, and you're going to use this triangle as for A, B, C, and D. That's what we're going to be working on right now. I want you to go ahead and try these by yourself, and then we're going to work the rest of the practice set, which is actually quite a few, but we'll work those together as a class, and they shouldn't actually take too long, even though they go all the way through W. So letter A says, what fraction is shaded? So what fraction of this triangle is shaded? It's split into however many equal parts. How many parts of the whole are shaded? That's what you need to know. Then, what percent is shaded? We did learn that in investigation too, so you should know. If you have your fraction, you should know what percent is also shaded. Then for letter C, what fraction is not shaded? What fraction of this triangle is not shaded? And then letter D, what percent is not shaded? And we'll go over those answers in class and then work the rest of the practice set together. Thank you very much.